Guys, in this video, I want to share with you recommendations for some amazing products that I've been using for many years, that have proven themselves well, that are free, and that you can install on your own server. So, let's get started. First up, we have an exciting and innovative program called Mattermost, which is designed to enhance team communication and collaboration. If you've ever heard of Slack or used it in your professional or personal life, you can think of this as a completely free and open source alternative to Slack, offering similar features and functionalities. Yes, there is of course a paid version, but the messenger itself is open source, and you can install it on your own server. It practically requires no support and is easy to set up. You can use it completely for free, and most importantly, all your data will be with you. For example, I'm really quite surprised at just how many companies, whether they're big or even small, use cloud-based communication platforms such as Slack and others, including various different types of cloud messengers like, for instance, Slack, etc. I don't understand. In my opinion, all companies, even small ones, or maybe especially small ones, should keep all their communication on their own servers. And this messenger, Mattermost, allows you to do that. Great functionality, it works really well. If you need help with the setup, feel free to reach out to me, leave a comment on the video, or send me a message, and I'll help you get it installed. I recommend it. Yeah, what else is good? For example, here you can see different areas, or you can also call them spaces. So if you have several companies or just different areas and you want to separate your chats by them, you can create a lot of them here and switch between them by clicking with your mouse. And in this navigation menu, these are already the individual chats. You can freely create selected company chats and any other chats, such as various types of chats, including different company chats and many more. And as soon as a new employee joins your team, you invite them to your so-called workspace, and they can see right away all or not all of the chats, depending on the access rights you set up. So, this creates a structured way of communicating within the company. That's really cool. I don't know of any other free options available that I am aware of that currently allow you to do this with such a level of technical implementation. Actually, it even has a few more features than you might need. But that's why it will suit a wide range of people, so I'm sure you'll be happy with it. Alright, so now let us move on to the next part. Next up, we have software called MinIO or MinIO. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Right now, you see it says artificial intelligence here because everyone is trying to shove it in everywhere. But actually, this is a storage for files, object storage. Most people and companies will use it in a manner that is precisely as intended by the developers and creators of this software or application for their own use or business purposes without any restrictions or limitations whatsoever. You see, it says open source at the top here. You can take the code and install this product on your server. The installation is really simple. Basically, this should probably be done by a programmer, meaning you or one of your employees. But for a programmer, installing this software on the server is really easy. What advantages do you get? The main advantage, again, is that, first of all, you keep all your data with you, not in cloud storage. I don't understand why, for some reason, so many companies send a lot of their various data to big or not so big players. They just upload tons of different types of data to their cloud storage solutions. Usually, it's all American information. I don't think you should just share it like that, in my opinion. The process is straightforward and user-friendly, allowing you to configure the menu with minimal effort and time. Now I'll guide you through the steps to achieve this setup efficiently and effectively using a practical example. In this instance, we have the documentation available, and it is essential to have a server ready. For optimal performance, it is advisable to install the server on either a Linux system or within a Docker container. A single node will work for you, basically. So you don't have too much data yet. Just take it, put it on the server, and it will work. Docker is a popular platform for developing, shipping, and running applications. So for example, the installation through Docker, right? So you create a directory for the data and run the container. The container is already compiled. All the data is there. This is the address of the container. You just specify the username, password, and that's it. Do you understand? With such a simple command, you can run it on your server. You can do this on a local network or not on a local network, as you wish, however you need it. You don't need to pay for cloud storage services like Google Drive or Dropbox. I think the idea is clear. As we proceed, let's move on. Now let us delve deeper into the intricacies of the code. It is important to note that a significant number of individuals and organizations rely on GitHub, and many choose to host their corporate projects on this platform. In addition to the fact that GitHub often requires some form of monthly payment, it is crucial to remember that when you host a project there, you are usually sharing your code. What's happening with the code? As we know, using artificial intelligence as an example, the code that's available on the internet, whether public or not, is analyzed. Okay, if it's being analyzed by some algorithms. But basically, I think you shouldn't just share your code like that, just in case something happens. Make sure to keep the code on your own servers. And so, for example, there's the GitLab program, such as this one. It's also, in fact, a very open source software program. You can install it very easily indeed on your own personal or company server, and you'll get. Besides, the advantage of having all your code, it will also run much faster because the cloud version is slower. It's used by hundreds of thousands of clients at the same time. By installing the self-managed version on your server, you see, the free version, not only do you save a significant amount of money, but you also remain the owner of your code, meaning there's no risk of that code leaking. Of course, you need to update the software, that is GitLab, regularly. For example, I update GitLab about once a month to a month and a half. If there's an urgent update, I get a notification that I need to update right away. The update takes... But honestly, I've never had any problems with it so far. I hope there won't be any. About 5 minutes. So, I literally ran a few commands, and GitLab updates to the latest version. And these pricing plans, Premium, Ultimate, they're for beginner developers. What does it mean for beginners? Experienced developers actually don't need them. These plans are only necessary if you really have a very large team, then you can buy them. And even in that case, you can install the software on your own server, or you can use the cloud version, whichever is more convenient and interesting for you. The next software that we have on our list, which we're going to talk about, is this one, and it is quite interesting. I'm sure all of you take notes on your computer. So right now you're finding some information and you need to jot it down for future use. And for a long time, the leader in this niche was the Evernote program. It's a great program. I've been happy with it for many years, but the main downside for me has always been that messages, such as the information and other related data, they seamlessly sync with a central server to ensure consistency. Yeah, there was an option to turn off syncing. So then the data would stay on your computer for some information. But what if I need to access this data from my mobile phone? I can't do it anymore, it's inconvenient. Then there's Microsoft. I launched the OneNote service. I know that many people have switched to it since it's already included in their Office package. It often comes bundled with Windows. It's working pretty well now, although I wasn't happy with the earlier versions. I mean, there were some lags. But there's a free program called Obsidian. You see how it looks here in the screenshot, as you can clearly see. It works extremely fast, both on Macintosh and Windows operating systems. The significant advantage is that the files are saved safely and securely locally on your computer as regular text files in markdown format, in a way that ensures they remain completely private and confidential, so they don't get sent to any cloud. If you need to synchronize with your phone so that you can open your notes on your phone, then there is a paid version of this software for this. Then it syncs through the cloud of that company. But you can, in a way, circumvent this issue if you just sync the folder that's tagged in a straightforward manner. As I already said, these are regular text files. Well, for example, through Nextcloud, which we'll talk about soon. So you just simply sync that folder like yourself. So the files sync but through your personal cloud. You don't need to worry about your data leaking somewhere. I mean, that's an obviously definite plus. The speed of the program is truly remarkable, showcasing its impressive capabilities. It's just awesome to see how efficiently it operates. Let's move on to the next part. Now let's take a closer look at this program and explore its features in detail. So, this is a software program and an app specifically designed for efficiently managing and organizing your photo albums. I also firmly believe that you shouldn't upload your personal photos to the cloud, which means storing them on the internet on some company's servers, especially those owned by a foreign company. This is because it can pose privacy risks and potential data breaches, which could compromise your personal information. Just because these are personal photos, why post them? Keep them to yourself. And before, it was hard to keep them to yourself, because the solutions for that weren't that good, and it wasn't as convenient to use things like Google Photos or Yandex Photos and so on. But now this program, PhotoPrism, has come out. You can also install it on your home server. You can also install it on your home server and use it. You can also install it on your home server and use it. You can install the mobile app, enter the address of your home server, and you can invite your relatives, friends to connect to this album and share photos with them. So it's really convenient. All your data stays with you. It doesn't go anywhere. The usability is great. Everything's awesome. And now, let's talk about Nextcloud. Basically, the program is quite well known. I think many have heard of it. Many have used it. 100% have used it. So take a look. What is this all about? This program is quite similar to Dropbox, a service many people know. However, unlike Dropbox, this program is open source, which means its source code is available for anyone to view, modify, and share. Moreover, it is completely free, offering a cost-effective solution for users. Nextcloud is a versatile and powerful open source software that allows you to easily and efficiently install it on your server, even on your home server, and manage and synchronize your files across multiple devices and share them securely with other users in a seamless manner. I have personally been utilizing this incredible tool for approximately a decade now. There haven't been any serious problems. Yeah, Nextcloud is also actively developing in their software and improving. It has additional features added to it. There's even a chat feature, which is also great for corporate communication. There are all sorts of plugins, additional add-ons, and so on. But maybe you don't need it, because most people use Nextcloud just for file sharing. I also recommend it. Keep your files with you. There's no need to send them to the clouds of some big corporations. Well, that's the overview for today. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what else you'd like to see, what other software you're interested in. I'll do a review and share my thoughts, tips, and so on with you. And you can share your ideas in the comments. Bye.